Hey folks, I'm Madlen G, and welcome to another installment of Ride With Me. There's so much going on in the news, but I want to focus on our smartphones. They're a great invention, right? Yeah, of course they are. And we have everything available at our fingertips. With a touch, we can make a call, check emails, play games, listen to music, take photos, read the news, call an Uber, and most importantly, find Pokemon. It's fantastic. But what if I were to tell you we're married to our phones? You don't believe me? Let's examine this thing a bit further. It's no secret we are obsessed and dependent on our phones for a multitude of uses. Our patterns have become robotic and we reach for our phones without much thought, but the constant need to busy ourselves with something. We can't go for long periods of time without using ridiculous amounts of apps, playing games, taking ungodly amounts of photos and videos, posting them on social media, making comments on these posts, reading the news, emailing, all while walking down the street glued to our screens. Let's face it, we're addicted. And the first step towards recovery is to admit we have a problem.
This is Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we have a problem.
Let's just say it out loud. We're in a dysfunctional, codependent relationship with our phones. And much like a relationship with a human, we experience similar emotions. At first, we get with our new phone. We're obsessed with it. We show it off to friends and family. We rely on it. We turn to it with questions or concerns. It makes us smile when we receive good news. And we curse at it when we receive terrible news. And finally, we toss it to the side when a shiny new one comes into the market with upgraded features. If that's not a dysfunctional relationship, I don't know what is.
Nothing at all is your fault, because you rock, Joey.
If a guy talked to me like that, I'd punch him in the face.
Oh, you're such an asshole!
You're an asshole!
We're connected to our phones psychologically, and there's actually a clinical term for it referred to as nomophobia. Nomophobia is related to feelings of distress, nervousness, and separation anxiety when you're away from your phone. According to Dr. David Greenfield, an assistant clinical professor of psychiatry at the University of Connecticut School of Medicine, every time you get a notification from your phone, there's a little elevation in dopamine that says you might have something that's compelling. Whether it's a text, email, or another notification, since you don't know what it is, you're more compelled to check it. It's actually the world's smallest slot machine. This 3.9-ounce device has us by the cojones. Our entire lives exist in here. If you were to go through anyone's phone, you would probably get a good sense of the individual. And we aren't just consumed by our phone's abilities, but the relentless need to always be available. Just by this one device, there are multiple ways people can reach us. If you aren't available by any of your 4 emails, 3 social media accounts, 2 messaging apps, or via text, you may even receive a phone call. The nerve. It's no secret we spend hours staring into our screens. I'm guilty of this too, and knowing so, we need an intervention. Get together with a group of friends, sit around a circle, and take turns sharing your stories about your relationships and codependency with your phones. Ask yourselves, are you constantly checking your phone because you're waiting for an important email, or simply because you're on autopilot? It's easy to get consumed. But when you look up, there's beauty all around us, waiting to be appreciated. There's also beauty in you, waiting to be unleashed. Be okay sitting in silence. It could be a beautiful thing. Now, a word from our non-sponsor. Do you find yourself staring at someone's forehead, trying to converse with them as they remain glued to their phone? Are you tired of responses that only result in ahas? If so, Magic Sling may be what you've been looking for. This aerodynamic device is craftily designed to wake up any ass clam who needs to come up for air and realize a world exists outside of their phone. Magic Sling is tapered hypervelocity bands that shoot steel balls. Although there are certain risks associated with using Magic Sling, such as bruising and fights breaking out, the benefits outweigh the costs. With Magic Sling, you can get anyone's attention, whether you're sitting around the dinner table, shopping, or running errands. Just pull the ball back, aim, and shoot. Visit www.madleng.com for more info. And if you order within the next 10 minutes, we'll throw in 3 aluminum metal arrows for the more stubborn jobs, all for just $29.99. Okay, I know what you're thinking. She just made a video about the importance of not being glued to my phone, but isn't that exactly what I'm doing? And yes, you are. Now shut it off. Go take a salsa class. Hey, because that's what I'll be doing. Maybe I'll even see you on the dance floor. Live a little. Get out there. All right, folks, that's it for me. I'm Madlen G, and you've been watching Right With Me. Till next time, good night.
Okay.